Hello, my name is Dan Cameron, and I'm a sergeant with the Vancouver Police Department. And I'm here to speak to you today about the emergency phone program and how it developed for us. The emergency phone program is all about closing the gap in access to help when it matters most. It gives vulnerable people a direct line to 911. No barriers, no delays. We're not just handing out phones, we're creating a safety net. These devices become a lifeline for people who might otherwise fall through the cracks. That includes seniors living alone, Indigenous communities with limited access to services, and individuals in the sex industry who face very real, very specific risks. What makes this program work is how focused and flexible it is. It's built to meet each group where they are, with support that actually fits their needs. At its core, this is about more than just safety. It's about building trust. With thoughtful planning and real follow-through, this becomes a model for proactive, community-first policing, rooted in empathy, backed by data, and responsive to real life. The emergency phone program runs on 4 focused tracks, each designed for a specific group with its own strategy and partners. For seniors, something as simple as a basic mobile phone can be life-changing. These phones are often distributed through senior housing providers and healthcare partners, making sure help is always just a call away. For individuals in the sex industry, we work through community liaisons and outreach workers, people who already have trust and credibility. They help identify who needs a phone, making the process safe, discreet, and effective. In Indigenous communities, we collaborate closely with healing centers and advocates. These programs are built together, not handed down, so they're rooted in respect and relevance. And then there's the Patrol 911 program, where officers and detectives can give phones directly to victims who need immediate support. It's fast, responsive, and often critical in urgent situations. Each track strengthens the same goal, giving people direct access to protection when they need it most. To grow the emergency phone program, funding has to be a top priority. That starts with finding the right grants, whether from police foundations, city programs, or public safety and social innovation funds. The key is showing how our goals line up with theirs. At the same time, we can open the door for community support, set up donation channels for residents and local businesses to chip in. Connecting with civic-minded groups can really expand both funding and local buy-in. But getting the money is just one part. Tracking impact is just as important. We need to gather both hard numbers and real stories. How many phones are out there, how they're being used, and how they are helping. That data doesn't just prove the program works, it's what keeps the funding coming and the momentum going. Once funding is in place, the next step is getting the phones and getting them into the right hands. This starts with sourcing. That can mean partnering with mobile carriers, tapping into internal tech units to recycle older devices, or running donation drives. The Vancouver Police Foundation, for instance, helps fund officer-led programs like this through community support. We also repurpose devices that are considered operationally end of life, but are still fully functional. It's important to match the phones to the people using them. Flip phones might work best for seniors, while other models might be more suitable for Indigenous support workers, sex industry outreach, or frontline patrol. Before any used phone goes out, it should be reformatted, stripped of SIM cards, and prepped for one purpose only, calling 911. That simplicity is intentional. It keeps things clear in a crisis and helps build trust in how the program works. Community engagement is what makes the emergency phone program work. Without it, the phones don't get to the people who need them most. Start by building strong relationships with key partners, senior housing staff, Indigenous healing centers, frontline advocates, and operational officers. These folks are on the ground. They know who is at risk, and they're trusted by the communities we want to reach. Training is just as important. Officers and detectives need to know when to offer a phone, especially in cases involving domestic violence, vulnerable individuals, or victims of violent crime. The goal is to act quickly and discreetly, making sure safety comes first. But the real key is trust. Phones should be offered by people the recipients already know, whether it's an Indigenous liaison, an outreach worker in the sex industry, or a case manager in health or housing. That trusted connection makes all the difference. It increases acceptance, removes stigma, and helps protect those most at risk. Listening is a core part of how we keep this program strong. We regularly gather feedback from everybody involved: participants, community partners, and officers on the ground. That feedback isn't just collected, it's put into action. We develop targeted plans, test new ideas through small pilots, like a pay-as-you-go SIM card, and keep all stakeholders in the loop with regular updates. Improving the program means constantly evolving, reaching new vulnerable groups, upgrading the tech, deepening partnerships, and using data to guide smarter decisions. At the heart of it all is a commitment to doing better, staying connected to the community, being open to change, and building something that lasts. It's not just about phones. It's about trust, safety, and a stronger future for community-police relationships. If you're interested in starting a program like this, want to connect with me directly, or just want to learn more, feel free to use the QR codes on your screen. They'll take you to our public site and contact information. Thank you so much for your time and for your interest in keeping communities safer and more connected.